Dead Lies is at the Lichfield Garrick from the 24th through to the 29th of May. Star of the show, Jeremy Edwards, joins me now to explain a little more about what's going on. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I trust the world's treating you well, and you're very much looking forward to this tour.
Yeah, I am. It's very, very exciting for me. It's a wonderful piece of work. It's a very intriguing play. It's a bit of a mystery, sort of a murder mystery, dare I say, with a political edge. So it's very of this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most scandalous thriller of the year is the way it's being billed, and say that political edge, and in times of political turmoil, both in the UK and globally, it really is something to think about. And this brings it all to the stage with a murderous twist.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the situation is, I'll give you a quick outline of what the show is about. There's a politician called Peter George, who's played by myself. He's the leader of a new party called People First, who does exactly that. They just want to put the people first. And it's a really simple manifesto. He's not going to lie. He's going to pay people's taxes back into looking after the people. He's basically going to do the job that he's supposed to do. I know, shock horror. He's actually going to care about the people and pay for things and make sure that people are better off as a result of paying their taxes. So obviously he's romping his way to be the new PM because there's huge public support for him. And then something happens and it may derail him. Will it stop him from winning his campaign? Did he do it? Is he guilty? Is he really the man who we all think he is? And it's just a wonderful piece of work, phenomenal writing, some fantastic speeches I get to deliver. And I defy anyone not to want to vote for this guy. And yeah, I'm not going to tell you whether he really is the guy or not, but it's an edge of your seat type show.
So this is what you will see when you come along. Hilary Bonner behind this piece.
Yeah.
And it's inspired by the Jeremy Thorpe political situation in the 1970s, but with a backdrop of today. And I think that gives a whole new edge because with the 70s, obviously, communication and technology, people relied on their daily newspaper. They didn't have phones and computers that could update them within seconds on what was going on. And that must give this whole political thriller a bit of an edge that wouldn't have been possible previously.
Oh, very much so. I mean, when things go wrong or awry, shall I say, in this, it's wildfire. It's a matter of seconds because phones are beeping. There's a team around my character who constantly have their phones on. They're checking Twitter, this live news from here, radio. Everything is coming flying in. So it's a really delicate tightrope that they've got to walk because, like I said, the slightest thing can wobble that rope and everything can come crashing down. So it's almost tougher now because you can't cover things up as easily as perhaps you could in the 70s, because there's so many outlets now and everybody can be a broadcaster. You can go live on Facebook or Twitter or loads of different things. You can say, look at this, look what's happening now. Oh, I saw this, so I think the path to success as a politician, especially if you're trying to be prime minister and there'll be people gunning against you, it's going to be a very, very tricky one. But this guy is a very charming, enigmatic character who was an ex-barrister who then became an MP and has genuine care for the people. So he's the real deal.
Now, when it comes to returning to the stage, I mean, that must be a fantastic for you. Obviously, you've done your time in Hollyoaks and the like. And I know you enjoy your TV work and everybody loves having you part of it. But there's nothing quite like an onstage thriller to really test you. And you get to enjoy that audience interaction. You hear the oohs and the ahs as the twists and turns take place.
Very much so, and it doesn't even have to be vocal. I don't mean to be pedantic there, but you can just feel the energy, and there's an excitement, right? I don't know a single actor that doesn't prefer doing theatre to TV. I've done a lot of TV. I've done a lot more theatre than people realise. I have done West End, I've done tours and been up to Edinburgh, as well as lots of pantos and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time treading the boards, but there is that thing where something like this, you get so excited because you think, well, if they like that speech, wait till you hear what I'm going to say next. And it's that thing of like, oh, yeah. Because they'll go, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. And you think, yep, you've no idea. I'm just about to completely take it another way. And it's a wonderful train to drive. Do you know what I mean? And all the passengers get on and everyone will be completely involved. And I'm also looking forward to when it comes to the interval and we have microphones obviously on stage so we can hear when it's our cue line to come on, from our dressing rooms, but also they pick up crowd chat. So people need to be aware of that, by the way. When it comes to the interval, be careful what you say about the actors, because we can hear you. But I'm looking forward to hearing what people think. Oh, you know, do you think so and so? Oh no, he must have done. Oh no, he can't have done it. Or do you think so and so did it? Or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So there's that side of it, which will be joyous for us.
And you've got an amazing cast working alongside you as well.
Yeah, we do. Portia Boroff, who's playing my wife, is a phenomenal actress. I've got the whole list of them up here because I'm terrible to remember. Alicia Charles, who's been in Coronation Street. There's some brilliant. It's not about what people have done. I think that the cast is incredibly strong. Hilary's writing is incredibly strong, and Joe Harmston, who's our director, who did all of Agatha Christie stuff for 10 years, he was in charge of all of that, which will give you a clue of how strong this is been brought in, and he's just adding a whole nother element as well. So I think it's a very strong piece, which is going to be made all the stronger with the addition of such a strong cast, excellent writer, and of course a fantastic director.
And it's exactly where we want to be, getting back to this sort of thing on stage. We've had 2 years of hell when it comes to theatre, and it's going to be amazing to actually be back out on tour and share this sort of thing again.
Oh, absolutely, and we have a responsibility in that it's got to be all killer, no filler. It's a luxury for people to go to the theatre. We're well aware of that. People will still have concerns. We're well aware of that. And with the cost of living increasing, and all this in the newspapers, and obviously, there's a lot of fear mongering going around. This isn't a heavy. You're gonna come out thinking, but in a good way. You'll really enjoy it. Some fantastic performances and some wonderful twists and turns. And I think that it is actually a step out of life. It's a step away from the norm, or at least I hope it's away from your norm. Do you know what I mean? So it's a really strong piece, but it's not flippant. It's not glib. But it'll make you think. But I think it's highly enjoyable. So I really hope that people do make the effort to come out, and I think they will. I think it's so strong. I firmly believe in it, and I think that word of mouth is by far, in my opinion, the strongest advert for anything.
Absolutely, and for the fact you've got someone who's been a star of Holby City in there as well, you've already got a legion of fans who are going to be wanting to come and see you anyway.
Well, they're age appropriate now. This is the thing. People forget. I may get older, but so do my fans. So they might actually be interested in this now. Because they've got families, and everyone's had to get more interested in politics. But it's not a political play. It's a mystery, and it's a sort of a whodunit. Just happens to be involved in the world of politics, and of course, there's obviously journalism is brought into it because of Hilary spent her time as a journalist before becoming a novelist. Mm-hmm. So there's some influences there as well. Fascinating. Right, fascinating world.
A feast of murder, scandal, sexual indiscretion, all against that political backdrop. It's going to be absolutely amazing. LichfieldGarrick.com to get your tickets. 01543 412 121. Get yourself into what's going to be an amazing piece of theatre. And I think you can't talk highly enough about this, can you?
No, I really can't. And I say this. I mean, we're still in rehearsals now, and every day I'm learning more and more. I'm learning an awful lot as well, which is wonderful as an actor so long in the tooth of myself. And I try to do I genuinely try to do different things and interesting things. So I've done all kinds of films and theatre and all, from every kind. And this I'm learning day by day. I mean, the level of detail here and what we're bringing out from it is exceptional. I'm incredibly proud of it. I really am.
Oh, Jeremy Edwards, star of Dead Lives at the Lichfield Garrick in the main auditorium from Tuesday the 24th through to Sunday the 29th of May. Thank you for joining us, having a brilliant time on stage, break a leg, and we look forward to a bit of a political thriller, but also all that intrigue that comes with it.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you.